speaking of thinking, Hugh, I've been doing a lot of thinking about a certain player on the Phillies, especially listening yesterday. So yesterday, Dave Dombrowski was on with the morning show. We played some of it. We played the whole thing yesterday. We also played clips of it and reacted. But there was one thing, sometimes in a very long interview, and he was on with those guys for like 30 minutes, right? So there's a lot that comes out of that. There's a lot that you kind of react to. And then there's some stuff that just kind of, there's questions in those kind of interviews that just, they're there and then they move on and you kind of forget about it. But one thing stuck out to me. Can we hear Dave Dombrowski when asked about Jesus Luzardo, who's entering the second year here with the Phils, but also an impending free agent? Here is what was said yesterday about his future here.
Have you spoken to Jesus Luzardo about a contract extension?
I don't know what happened to the audio.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Here's John Ritchie underwater in the Gulf of Mexico.
I hit something.
Okay.
Have you spoken to Jesus Luzardo about a contract extension?
Well, I learned a long time ago with contract extensions, you're much better if you're having them that you keep them to yourself. Yeah. There's nothing to be gained by ever expressing. But I will tell you
what
that
about
I hope
both sides open to contract talks during season?
Well, he's expressed that he would like to stay with the Phillies, and we would love to have him with us for a long time.
All right, well, I like to hear that because just a couple months ago, Jesus Luzardo said, I'd obviously love to be a Philly for a long time. Had a great time last year. Really loved the organization in the clubhouse. Hugh, I was a big fan of his last year. He had, I would call it a really good season. He had 2 rough starts in the middle. Remember he gave it like 10 runs each time?
Yeah, but the bounce back game was pretty strong.
Totally. I mean, I know you can't take out 2 starts, but other than those 2 starts, he was dominant. I thought he maybe was the most underrated player on the entire team last year. We go into this year, he's 27 years old, and I look at the future of the rotation. Zach Wheeler, there's question marks about how long he'll pitch and how he'll look into the future.
Question marks about a few of our pitchers that we're counting on.
Totally. Aaron Nola's under contract, but I have no idea if he's going to ever be a top of the rotation guy again. Probably not. Even Taijuan Walker's a free agent after the year. Painter is young, and we'll see what he becomes, but I don't know if he's a 1 or a 2 in the future. We'll see. The only thing I know I have for the next few years, like I could guess their performance and feel good, is Sanchez. I want Luzardo a part of that. I look at it like he's a good year away from getting $200 million in free agency, and that might be a lot for the Phillies to have to pay. So my idea is I would go to him right now and offer 4 years, $100 million. I don't know if he'd take it. He might say
take that.
You think he would?
No. Why would you?
Well, because if he gets hurt, he gets nothing.
Well, that's a chance you take.
He's a pitcher.
You're right, and there's a good chance you'll get hurt, but there's also a good chance you have a hell of a season and get $200 million.
He might bet on himself.
You know, and that's the thing that you have to look at. The season's about to start, and if I'm not mistaken, because we talked about this a while ago, Phillies don't usually do deals before the season, right? So they don't, or in season, I should say.
Not in season. They did it with was Wheeler before the season?
I think it was an off season, wasn't it? It felt like it was an off season.
Nola was in the off season. Okay. Nola was absolutely
okay. You said Wheeler.
Yeah.
I was thinking okay.
I'm trying to remember the timeline on Wheeler, but I think you're right in that we haven't had many of these within the season, Hugh. If they either do it before or they're going to go to free agency. So I mean I don't know. I mean Hugh, you may be correct that he would say no. I can make double in free agency. I'm not doing it. Hugh, there's one more thing though that could make him take it. Could be a lockout after the season, right? And then the money could change in baseball.
You know what? And you know what, Joe? I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think about the lockout situation. That changes things for me because when you talk about bird in the hand and beat 2 in the bush, that's the conversation that you have to have with your agent. But going into this, and you know, it's funny. I was thinking about this. I feel like everybody feels like it's going to be a lockout, but you still have to operate business as usual.
And that's what Dave said yesterday.
You know what I mean? You have to operate business as usual. So it all depends on how comfortable he is going through this season and his agent being savvy enough to say, hey, if he has a good enough season, we need to get this deal done immediately. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that he's taken care of just in case there is a lockout.
So Wheeler was March.
That's what I thought. It was spring training.
And into spring training. Christopher Sanchez, though, June.
Oh, that's right. Now, that was a little different because he wasn't close to free agency. That was just an extension. He had a couple years before free agency, and they got him on an incredibly team-friendly deal. But I would offer Luzardo $400 right now. I heard Jack yesterday saying he'd want to wait because he's at, his 1 year he had 30 starts. He wasn't great the next year. I get it. I just see big-time stuff. I thought he was excellent most of last year. He wants to be here. I have questions about the rotation moving forward anyway. And I think he's a year away from maybe getting $200 million. I would offer him $400 right now. And if he turns it down, he turns it down. I mean, what are you going to do? Kyle, you in? $400?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Jesus?
I'm a huge Luzardo guy. I think I could see him, like, maybe not coming out of nowhere for us, but I could see a Christopher Sanchez type season from last year with Luzardo.
Are we talking a little Cy Young talk around Jesus?
We might be.
All right, hold on. Well, now that you say this, before we go back to the phones, I'm gonna have to pull up the odds. I'm gonna have to put a little wager in here.
Put some juice on that.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering, like, what's his Cy Young odds to win in the coming season? All right, the awards in the National League. What do we got? Cy Young, NL Cy Young. What do you think he's at, Hugh? So Skeens is the favorite. Yamamoto, Christopher Sanchez third. 30-1. He's 30-1, Luzardo.
Okay.
He's 30-1. That's kind of fun. That's a little fun.
Bet there. How much money you talking about putting down?
Well, you put $2 down. That's what you do.
I don't know. I might put 5 if you feel
$5?
good about it. Frisky.
Woo!
I got a little money. I got a couple shekels in my account.
All right,
a couple shekels.
Put 5, 30-1 on Luzardo. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Nikki Eyes in Washington Township. What's up, Nikki Eyes?
What's happening, fellas?
What's up, Nikki?
happening?
What's up? Oh, we lost him?
Did he hang up?
Was that?
Oh,
Hugh.
I did not touch it.
You were clicking.
No, but I was clicking the screen on.
The screen controls the callers.
No, but I did not.
Nikki
I did not.
Nikki Eyes, call back. We'll get a full apology from Hugh Douglas.
I did not
turn
do
that
that.
computer away.
No, wait a minute. It wasn't on, and I wanted to
out.
see who it was. That's all.
What did I tell you about technology?
I did not touch that.
much?
See, it's gotten to the point.
It was you. It was you.
It was not.
It was.
It was not me.
It was.
It was
wasn't me.
absolutely
It wasn't me.
Who else was it?
It wasn't me.
Okay, who was it?
He just heard me clicking, and I just got.
But you clicked the screen where the callers are.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I clicked this to turn the screen on, but it was not on. It was not on like none of the X's or nothing.
Yeah.
Even though it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. Because now Nikki Eyes is gone.
Forever.